Hammer time. Da-na-na-na, da-na. And for the last time, where we see this animation ever, it's hammer time. Listen, we've talked a lot about, as I just mentioned, the Justin Fields trade. Victim of timing, victim of a rebuild, not much around him, not much in terms of support for success. And we've really harped on what it means for both sides of the deal from and in the weeds, where the sick pups really live, okay? The X's and O's standpoint. How does he fit in Pittsburgh if he does get a chance to take the field this year?
I love the fit, Kay. And honestly, whatever people want to say about Arthur Smith and his demeanor with the media or what happened as head coach, one thing we know is that he can get a lot out of his quarterbacks. I mean, his last stint as an OC in Tennessee, Ryan Tannehill had the 5th highest single season passer rating in NFL history. They, of course, go to an AFC championship game. And as you mentioned on Monday, I think there's stuff we saw him do there with Tannehill and his mobility that can bring out the best in Fields as well. Let's check out the tape and dive into it here. Here from the 2019 season with Tannehill, they're going to run this bootleg here. You get a deep corner, deep crosser, guy to the flat. But what this does, one, it can cover for not having the best O-line. Two, it gives your quarterback options to throw it or run it. And as you see here, everybody's taken away. He sees those defenders with their back turned, so he knows there's no one to account for him, and Tannehill's able to take off and get into the end zone. But you now do that with a guy like Justin Fields, who has an even stronger skill set, athletically, bigger arm, and the results can be magical. Here's pretty much the same play that Chicago runs with Fields. This time they take him away as a runner. You see that rusher in there unchecked. So Fields is going to have to throw this. DJ Moore has a beat on his man, and watch how he just absolutely rips this thing around the defender and throws an absolute dot to DJ Moore with the defender on his back. You can't do it much better than that. He throws on the run really, really well. And then there's, of course, what he can do as a runner. This isn't a bootleg, but it just shows you the type of ability he has once he gets outside of the pocket. There's 3 defenders here closing in on them. He's going to make them all miss. He's going to break another tackle in the open field and take off for a 40-yard gain. And when you look at what the Bears were doing last year, they were in the bottom half of the league when it came to running play actions and boots last year. Arthur Smith offenses are in the top 5 every year. I feel like Chicago never really did an adequate job playing to field strengths. And Arthur's going to do that if Justin gets the opportunity to play. I think the ceiling is so much higher with Justin than it is with Russ. So I really do believe it's a matter of time before we see him get some reps.
And it's not like Arthur Smith, though we know him. It's not like he invented the bootleg and he's the only coach in the entire world that hits the bootleg. Bootleg jeans, by the way, back in style, in case you're wondering. He's always done well with using his quarterback's mobility, though. To your point here, the 2 quarterbacks he has at his disposal now, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, ranked 2nd and 4th in passer rating off of bootlegs last year. That's nice. So whoever it is, I think we're going to see Arthur in his bag, getting these guys on the move, making the most out of what they can do. And, you know, I got to say, Russell Wilson isn't taking this lightly. He's hearing our show say this isn't indeed a quarterback competition where Justin Fields can, in fact, be the starter. And are you seeing this propaganda he's pumping out? Look at this. What do you make of this? Move over Dak Prescott with his workout pre-routine. What do you make of this?
I mean, I remember seeing this before, too. That's all I'm going to say. But it's good to see Russell, putting in work and taking it seriously. Hopefully he does the same, when it comes to working with Arthur Smith and learning the offense.
Can't wait. Just wanted to get that footage in there for everybody. Okay, we've got more on